Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships and Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Conqueror. It's been a little while since we've made a good Conqueror video and this is going to be a good one. So hopefully you guys ready, get you a snack. It's going to be a bit of a longer video. This one's going to go all the way. And we're going to take as much advantage of it as we can. So hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I need to talk about a couple things. First of all, I've been doing this new series. You guys may have heard of it. It's called The Path to the Iowa. And a lot of people have been enjoying it.
Let's get to it.
But overall, it has been less successful than I had hoped. So I'm kind of on the fence of whether or not to continue. Well, I'm going to finish the series of Path to the Iowa, but I don't know that I'm going to continue that series as a whole. Namely because it's just not profitable. Okay, you guys know I do this for a living, and viewers on those videos are about half of what they are when I post my regular videos. So yeah, definitely taking a hit on those. So if you're a fan of that series and you guys want to see more of it, I'm going to need you guys to punch that like button, share the videos, get them out there, get them to people who want to watch those videos, because it's just not working out for me. And with that being said, let's jump into the actual fun of this, which is we've got a broadside Alaska and a broadside, well, not quite a broadside Yummy. Now we're turning out to try to avoid a collision with the Kerr first. Unfortunately, he turned out into us. We get the fire immediately on the Alaska. He actually damage cons immediately. And due to the fact that he goes unspotted, we're not able to take advantage and relight a fire on him, which is unfortunate. But overall, that's not really going to be an issue for the rest of this fight, because pretty much everybody that we're going to get into a firefight with, I use that term exactly because this is a firefight. We're fighting their armor piercing with our fire, and we're going to see if we can come out on top. We immediately get 2 fires on the Yami. Plus, we did a stupid amount of damage. We're already up. Well, actually, he's not damage conned. So, did we catch this man after he damage conned? That would be preferable. But, yeah, he goes ahead, damage cons. Gets a shot against us, does a decent amount of damage, but we've got 21,000 off of him already. And that's not all just him. There was some of that Alaska. I didn't really pay attention to how much I did on the Alaska, but look at that. Immediately another 2 fires. Immediately another 2 fires. And those 2 fires are going to burn for quite a while. And this is why the Conqueror can be so freaking obnoxious to play. Now, obviously, we saw a destroyer. We're turning out. We're going to be cutting back across the mid. On this small of a map, we want to keep ourselves in play. Now, the Conqueror, one of the downsides is it doesn't have the range that most of the other big battleships do. So you've got to keep yourself in range to shoot things. But you also don't want to get too close in the Conqueror, because if you get too close in the Conqueror, you can be shredded really quickly, especially against Yamato or Yamato, depending on who you talk to. But Yamis are really the only ones that I really care about when I get into a fight with them. Everyone else gets shredded without being able to do a whole lot of damage to me. And most of the damage that they do to me, I'm able to heal back in huge chunks. You guys know the Conqueror's heal is insanity. Like, just straight insanity. And don't worry, we're going to take advantage of some of that later too. Because you guys know me, I don't just mess around. But we're looking over here to see if we can help with this gearing. We get the shot out. Initially, I thought we missed. And then he turns back in, I believe. And we're able to land the shot. No, they land right next to him. Almost pulled it off. Looked like it was going to be a good one. But notice that we're pushing up. We've got our guys inside the mini-map, finally. Inside our range. So we're going to start focusing these guys down again. We've got a Yami out here with 1 fire burning. We're going to go ahead and see if we can't add to his misery. Notice I'm going to try to use the islands as best I can to hide, but the guy that's in A is actually spotting us. There's actually a plane spotting us right now, so I guess he's not spotting us. But you can see Yami's getting shots at us, which is definitely not preferable. But he just damage conned, and so we're going to reach out here and try to set another fire. And this is where the Conqueror is just disgusting, man. It is absolutely disgusting, because you know in between each shot that if you damage con, you're going to get not only just pounded for like 20k per salvo, 15k salvos of HE damage, and then on top of that you're getting double fired and sometimes triple fired. It's insanity, man. This ship is so nasty when it's allowed to roll like this. So then we switch targets, we go back to the other Yami. I mean, if they're just going to sit there, bow in, thinking that they're safe, I'm going to show them that they're not, as we hit him for another massive chunk of damage, and we set another fire. Now, is he going to be dumb enough to single fire damage con? No, it looks like he's going to let it burn. We already have a Witherer, folks. We're, what, 5 minutes into the match? And we've already got ourselves a Witherer. We're at 126,000 damage. No ship in the game does it like the Conqueror. It's disgusting. It actually is disgusting. As we hit him for another 10k. Unfortunately, not getting a fire. We've already got 9 fires in this thing. I mean, it's insane. It is actually insane. But that's when we see the Alaska again. And, you know, I hate to say it, but if you're going to sit out there broadside on Alaska, even though I don't have AP loaded, oh, never mind. Dang it. That's a shame. You hate to see it. But it's okay, because this Yami has burned his damage con. And so we're going to try to finish him off. Or at least get some more off of him. We're at 150,000 damage. Still plenty of damage out there to be had. And watch this salvo, man. This is just so nasty. So 150,000? Yeah, now we're up to 161,000, so 11,000 plus the fire. We're over a high caliber. We're out here making things happen, and that's when the Shima torps. Now, we saw the Shima, but honestly, I didn't think I was going to turn into torpedoes. I thought, you know, I was fine. I was wrong. As we take one torpedo, and we're forced to use our first heal. Remember, we get 4 heals, guys. That's ridiculous. 4 super heals on this thing. Now, obviously, this thing has less hit points than any of the other battleships at Legendary. But that only matters if you don't get a chance to use your massive freaking super heal. Because it has the best heal out of every ship in the game. Period. But, yeah, this thing is nasty. 175,000 damage done, 11 fires. We've got a Witherer, we've got a high caliber, and we're looking to do it again. As soon as we get past the island, the game says we're clear, we take the shot. We lose a shell or 2 on the island, unfortunately, even though the game told me I had a shot, which is annoying. But, yeah, we reach out there, unfortunately not able to get the fire. But can you really argue that you're getting screwed by RNG when you've set a fire on almost every single salvo, and some of those were 2 fires? Like, really? You can't really argue it, right? So, you know, you just take what you get. These 2 are about to pass one another, so I just kind of put one out there in middle of them and hoping for the best. They do get some shots against us, but you can see at this kind of range, they really don't do much of anything as we get another penetration. Unfortunately, that Yami was able to slow down enough to avoid most of that. Now, this game is still either way. Like, this could go either way. We've got a lot of the damage off these guys, so that leaves these guys easy pickings for our destroyer that's snuck in there behind him. And I probably should go into Bravo, but as Shima scares the crap out of me. While I am in kind of the perfect ship to remove a Shima, I still don't want to take the chance of going in after 15 death torpedoes. As we destroy one of the Atago's torpedo tubes, we take out another one temporarily, we set a fire, just giving the Atago a little taste of his own medicine. He thinks he's a fire spammer. He got nothing on this ship. Just nothing. And then we go ahead, he's going to turn back in. We're going to go ahead, anticipating him turning out. And he actually doesn't. He just continues his turn in. So I think we land a little high on this salvo, if I remember correctly. Yeah, not able to hit him there. But Shima's still around. We still have the advantage in terms of points, but they have the cap advantage. Our 2 battleships over here on the left, I don't know what they've been doing this entire time. I'll be real. They could have gotten into Alpha and taken that base. Of course, I could have gotten into Bravo and denied, but with a Shima there, it just doesn't end well for me. But I'm about to find out that Shima's actually made it across my bow over in front of Alpha and is about to start attacking those battleships. But, yeah, we send another shot out. We managed to get another hit on the Atago. Not able to do a whole lot. We're getting one hit out of a salvo. Like, we were hitting those Yamis with, like, every single one of them, doing 15K. And this Atago is just sitting here sailing in mostly straight line. And we're only getting one hit off of him. Like, sometimes it just makes you wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not doing anything to dodge. Well, this time he turned in because he's trying to avoid torpedoes from the Fantasque. But, most of the time, he hasn't done really anything to dodge. The shells just decided they didn't want to hit him. But we're at 193,000 damage done. There's 3 ships left. There's a Shima and a Atago that we're shooting at. And then I think it's another Yami out there. This team had a whole lot of Yamis as they killed the Yami. Atago's about to come around the corner, and this looks much better. And down he goes. Finally getting the shot that we were looking for. And that only leaves a Shima as our Grosser Kurfürst, who just finished off our enemy Yami, manages to get wiped out by the Shima, I'm assuming. So I'm going to come over here in front. Our guys have almost got Bravo capped. Our guys starting to work on Alpha. I'm going to come over here in front and try to find the Shima. And sure enough, Shima gets spotted. Now, the only reason a Shima would get spotted here is that he's trying to send torps at somebody, right? So I just assume he's sending them at me, and I turn in to avoid the torpedoes, and unfortunately, because of that, he actually slows down and stops behind the island so that I can't shoot him, which is real unfortunate. It's bad for him because he's going to die either way. I would have done it in one shot, and that would have been enough to get me over the 200K mark, but unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be this time around. The enemy Shima ends up with a high caliber, meaning he just torped somebody, somewheres, I'm assuming. Or he got a fire on somebody when he was firing his guns, and that helped him get it. But, yeah, Shima gets respotted, and he's about to go down. Down to the secondaries of the Cleveland at that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Again, if you like the Path to the Iowa series and you want more series like the Path to the Iowa, you guys have to make it happen in those videos. Otherwise, I just go back to my normal way of commentary. So we ended up 3rd on the team, which is fair because we didn't really do much other than burn things. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.